The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on. All set together, Sacramento fan. The week is starting off right. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think he... basically know already. You're right.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting the NBA on 2K and the NBA season is such a grind, Brent. Anything you did in the middle of the year to keep focus?
Well, BA, sometimes it's about shrinking in a little bit and going back to your habits, continuing to do consistently what it is that's going to prepare you for the best performance. So peeling that stuff away is sometimes really important when the season gets to this point.
So the Houston starting five. Smith out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Embiid in at the five. Now here's Giddey. Embiid, a screen on Thompson. Here's Giddey. The rebound by Allen. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Thompson. Here's Tatum. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Young has got the ball here for Houston. Screen by Embiid. Young finds Embiid. Back to Young. Shot clock at 3. Lets it fly. And that's good for 2. And Sacramento has possession. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, you know, you'd have to think that this wasn't their most impressive win this season, but it still counts as a W.
Yeah, in the end, actually a pretty comfortable win for them. That was a gritty effort on a night when they were not playing their best basketball.
Now here's Young. Embiid, a screen on Tatum. Here's Young. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Pass to Thompson. Back to Tatum. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Houston. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. The fourth spot held by Jared Allen.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Timeout called, Sacramento. And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, BA?
Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. The rebound by Embiid.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside Young. Pass to Embiid. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And Tatum's got the ball here for Sacramento. Over Porter. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I caught up with the head coach of the Kings for a moment. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Sinks the tray.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Young. He's closely guarded. Pass to Giddey. Back to Young. Takes a three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Young's got 7 points in the game. The Kings have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Thompson against Giddey. And he lobs it up. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And Jared Allen, one of the best rim runners we have in the league. What a dunk.
Here's Young. Here's Embiid. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Tatum passes to Thompson. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Giddey. No points yet. Up top, Embiid. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
And Josh Giddey just does a great job of reading the floor.
Timeout call, Sacramento. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. Houston making some changes. Now here's Jones, guarded closely. Pass to Jerome.
Rockets foul. Number 25. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Jones. Shot clock at 5. 4-3. It's rebounded by Batase. Houston in the lead. To the left side wing. Here's Dennis. From downtown, buries it from 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Gay. Back to Okogie. Here's Dennis. Still no points. Lets the 3 fly. Jones grabs the board.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Spencer. Got a hand on it. Here's Dennis. 55 seconds left in the first quarter here. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the evening.
At the line for one, Jackson Hayes.
That one drops. He ties it up. There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Dennis. Pass to Batase. Here's Gay. Clock at 6. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Houston shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Gee, at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Three seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Spencer. Jones from outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Houston. They're up by 3. And the second. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Rockets. Guys?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
The Rockets lead by 3, and the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
We've got Asar Thompson. Thompson out there with Hayes. And it's Spencer in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. 2 on the clock. Young misses. And the Kings shooting about 43% on this one. Thompson scanning the floor. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Young against Thompson. Outside Giddey. To the middle. Here's Batase. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Developing those skills as a play caller. Giddey making a smart choice this time with the ball.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And Thompson gets it to go.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Outside Giddey. Here's the floater. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
That free throw good from Giddey. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in a game is add more time to the clock.
Timeout called, Sacramento. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. No good. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Houston leading by 4. And here's Young. Picked by Smith. The 3-ball. Young misses.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
All alone. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Young's got 9.
Well, Trae Young's dangerous because he's got that confidence and he's ready to shoot anytime he gets it.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young?
Oh, man, just
Gets
you down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Now here's Young. He's covered closely. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid against Allen. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Kings trail by 4. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Allen inside. Giddey defends. Basket counts. Allen's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that kind of bucket for Allen is just injecting energy into the team. One of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jerome's checked in for Sacramento. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. Houston, 4th.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
Embiid passes to Giddey. On the wing, Porter. Outside Giddey. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Thompson. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. Here's Tatum. Blocked.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Now Embiid. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Kings have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Jerome. And there's the lob. Cuts off the pass. It's Giddey on the wing. Got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Just a good move from Giddey. Felt the over-anxious D and made him pay.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. And Sacramento making a change here. Jones is checked in. Gay's checked in for Houston. Okogie comes in for Michael Porter.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Here's Jerome. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it.
And look at the anticipation from Smith Jr. on that block. His instinct showing through.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Sacramento Kings. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for their matchup with the Hawks, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
Now here's Thompson. Not a lot of room to the paint. Hayes, shot's good. Hayes has got 5 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Rockets lead by 4. Pass to Gay. .149 left in the second period. Here's Dennis. And another miss by Houston.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Spencer's checked in for Thompson. Latase's checked in for Houston.
1 shot.
And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Here's Okogie, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Here's some qualities about Okogie. He plays a loose, fearless, attacking brand of basketball, and his teammates really feed off that energy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
No good on the second free throw. The Kings have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Passes to Law. Launches it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's the 3. Drains the triple. 6 points for him.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Jerome passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Pass to Okogie. Natase with a screen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Great work by Okogie inside, forcing the D to compromise that play with the foul.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. It's both from the stripe. 23 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jerome. Pass to Spencer. Here's Jones. Here's Salon. Off with the layup. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston up by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court show. Drums, please. And measuring up the shot. Oh, better luck next time. Let's hear it for the participants.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Checking out the Kings. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in the game. That's been a fairly even one. Boy, you look at Jackson Hayes. He's been playing really well.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Houston has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Trae Young out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. And there's a 3-second violation. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. Second, Trae Young.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
The Kings trailing. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Thompson. Throws it up high. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Well, the Rockets' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Pass to Thompson, down low. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Giddey. Nice D from Thompson. And so Thompson will bring it up for Sacramento. 2-point game. And he drops it in from the low post. Thompson's got 6.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
To the inside. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Timeout called, Sacramento.
Some love for your Sacramento Kings Breakers.
For Sacramento, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Thompson outside. Back to Pritchard. Thompson, a screen on Young. Shot clock at 6. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Up and over Smith. And it's Tatum missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Thompson. And yep, it's good. Thompson's gotten 4 this quarter.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Your 916. Hey, fans, put your hands together for your 916 crew dance team.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Embiid. He's got 10. Giddey finds Young. Embiid with it. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Thompson outside. On the wing, Tatum. 5 on the clock. Tries to break his ice. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive. And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Embiid. Back to Young. Six on the shot clock. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Young, the pass to Embiid. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Allen. The Kings leading. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Screen by Embiid. Young from long range. Knocks down the long J. Young's got 12 points in the game.
And Young's not shying away from any shot, but especially from long range. That's his meal ticket.
The kick to Tatum. Fires the three. No good there.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Back to Giddey. Pass to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 5 assists in the game.
And here we go. Trae Young doing his thing, cooking with grease right now.
Thompson, a screen on Giddey. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Could put that ball just about anywhere for Jared Allen. Puts those long arms to great use.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. The Kings third.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end, hustling hard to convert every time.
Houston has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Gay. Hey, expanding his range. It's Hayes with the rebound. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Kings. They trail by 1. Here's Jerome. Here's Spencer. Off target with the 3. Here's Okogie. Here's Gay. High post Young. Fires at the elbow. Good as the jump shot falls. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
And this guy has some unreal range. Young can make it work from just about anywhere.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he is so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, BA. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Back to Okogie. Pass to Young. Natase with a screen. Goes up from the top of the key. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 5.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Left side Jones. Hayes inside. Working on Batase. Here's Jerome. Guarded by Young. And another miss by Sacramento. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Buries the jump shot. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Pass to Jones. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Here's Salon. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Salon, he's got his second bucket on the night. Now here's Young. From deep three-point land. No good on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Rockets ahead. They lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Jason Tatum out there with Hayes. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Spencer in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Jackson Hayes, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Houston in the lead. Outside Giddey. Smith with a screen on Thompson. Here's Giddey. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Rockets lead by 4.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Tatum against Smith. Thompson passes to Tatum. And he's going for the lob. Porter with the steal. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Smith passes to Giddey. Here's Spencer. Giddey defends. Inside. Thompson against Porter. Hayes with a screen to the paint.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
First free throw is good. Pritchard's checked in for the Kings. And a change for the Rockets. Embiid, he's checked in for Bataze. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Giddey. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. It's Hayes with the rebound. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Yep, that one goes.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And here's Giddey. Clock at 6. And there's the drive. And that one's drained from the low block.
And Giddey is just so clever at finding ways to the rim, good at ripping through holes in the deep.
Here's Pritchard. Giddey defends. Hayes with a screen to the inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Joel Embiid.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And Houston making a change here. Young's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Thompson against Giddey. Outside Young. Porter looks it over. Young, the pass to Embiid. Rebound by Sacramento. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson with it, picked up by Embiid. Here's Pritchard. Tatum with a screen to the middle. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Shoot two.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
So the Kings making a change here. Allen's checked in. And so Tatum nails both of them.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Giddey against Thompson. Down low. Here's Embiid. Rebound by Sacramento. Tatum with it. Pass to Thompson. Porter against Thompson. Here's Tatum. Thompson scanning the floor. Over Giddey. Thompson's shot is off. Houston has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Outside Young. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Thompson against Giddey. Thompson, a screen on Giddey. Thompson outside. From deep. Sacramento again missing. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Inside, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good position.
Thompson against Giddey. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Smith outside, fires the 3. Rebound by the Kings.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Oh, there's the alley. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Outside Porter. Back to Smith. Shoots a fadeaway. Thompson pulls it in.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Giddey against Tatum. Back to Thompson. Over Porter. The kick to Tatum from behind the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Pass to Embiid. Nice shot there. Making him 8 for 13.
One thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
The Kings call timeout. with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Tatum against Smith. And it's Tatum missing. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
There's Young with the three. Cash! Trae Young with a triple.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Tatum against Smith. The three is up. And it's Tatum missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Young, tightly guarded from the arc. The rebound by Allen. And so Thompson will bring it up for Sacramento. 2-point game. Allen with a screen on Smith. Tatum from long range. That won't go either for Tatum.
He's not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Smith with a screen on Allen. Three-pointer Embiid. Rebound by the Kings.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
For Sacramento, Jason Tatum taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for Houston, Trae Young at the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. The Kings call timeout. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
It's the Sacramento Kings street team. We've got some t-shirts. We are going out right now.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Thompson. He got it up in time. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trey. Guys?
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Trae Young.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against the Nuggets, that one's going to be Game number 9 on the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
Here are the starters for
Up next, the Thunder. Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA and the focus of both of these teams, offense. Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
A BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. They've got Kevin Durant. Ben Simmons is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Butler in at the 3. A nice shot by Lillard.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
Durant with it. And it's Robinson picking him up. Porzingis for 3. And he buries his first look.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Reed. To the paint. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and Coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Graham.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
To the middle. Durant's shot is off. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the inside. Here's Lillard. He can't hit that time. Good D by Simmons. Butler with the ball. Lillard's there. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Porzingis has got 5 points.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And he lobs it up to the rim. Robinson with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Here's Lillard. Connects on the 17-footer. He's got 5.
On the fast break, Lillard's quickness makes him almost unstoppable, just beating the D up the floor.
Simmons looking around. Hield, a screen on Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. A little mid-range shot is up. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Butler passes to Porzingis. Leonard against Butler. The kick out to Simmons. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out if you allow him to get a three-point shot off.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Robinson, and it's Barnes in for Leonard. And the Lakers also making a change. Anderson's checked in. For three, here's Lillard. Here's Hartenstein. The shot misses. Nice D from Anderson. The Lakers lead by 3. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Scotty Barnes is a well-rounded basketball player. Passing is part of that, guys. Pretty pass there.
Now here's Simmons. No made baskets yet. Pass to Butler. Lots of room. He's off on that one.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, BA, and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
And he knocks down the first one. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, BA, yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Payton's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dinwiddie comes in for Lillard. And so Reid nails them both.
Well, the beauty of someone like Naz Reid, he's proven already in his career, you can bring him off the bench to great effect, or if you need him to be a step-in starter, he's equally capable. Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot, lead your teammate perfectly.
Dinwiddie against Holiday. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Kicks it out to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Puts it up from 17, and he gets it to go.
You can see the confidence in that jumper building and building for Scotty Barnes.
Holiday up top. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Holiday against Dinwiddie. Outside, Anderson. From deep three-point range. Reid with the rebound. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
No good on that one. And how about Scotty Barnes, Doris? Named an All-Star during his 3rd season in 2024.
And in fact, the 3rd youngest All-Star that year. Listen, he has upgraded his playmaking. He's still getting better, and I think that's the scary part for the rest of the league.
Stewart, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. That one drops. He ties it up. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Lakers have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Back to Holiday. Pass to James. Now Holiday. He's covered by Dinwiddie. And there's a pick. Down low. Here's Edey. And that one is hammered home.
Drew Holiday, an absolute technician in pick-and-roll action, makes the right read.
The Thunder have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Picked by Stewart. Unloads from 13. Anderson pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Inside, Edey. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. The Thunder shooting 55%, an ideal start so far. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Picked by Stewart. Now here's Barnes. Defense is right there. Clock is at 3. Here's Hartenstein. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Lakers on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Thunder trail by 4. So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. We've got Buzelis. Buddy Hield is out there with James. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. And for the Lakers, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. James can't get it to go. The Thunder shooting the rock well at 46%. It's stolen by Hield. James outside. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Durant's got his second basket of the night. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Leonard. Slashing his way inside.
Well, with a 7'3" wingspan, Kawhi Leonard can beat even good defense with that reach.
James outside. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Porzingis. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. James against Lillard. Leonard right side. Over Hield. And there's Leonard on the assist by Lillard.
Now, the mid-range, absolutely a part of Kawhi Leonard's offensive arsenal. Defense can't expect him to pass those up.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. The Thunder making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Butler's checked in for Los Angeles. Simmons comes in for James. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Simmons against Lillard. Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Lillard. There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
Outside heel. And he's going for the Kevin Durant. Flying high.
Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, B.A., he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
Now here's Simmons. He's scoreless. Back to Butler. Double team on Butler. Pass to Durant. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Give Naz Reed credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
Payton's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Number 44, Gary Payton II.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. The Thunder, 4th.
Now, we all know that getting to the free throw line is so vital in today's game. I mean, you get the freebies, plus you put your opponents in foul trouble.
To the paint. Here's Stewart. And Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection. This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. Durant, so effective inside.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Simmons against Lillard. Reed for 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Reed's got 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Butler against Payton. Left side Durant. Clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
Shoot 2.
Free throws good from Durant.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Scotty Barnes comes in for Damian Lillard. And both free throws good for Durant. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's Payton, still without a bucket. Dinwiddie with it, guarded now by Holiday. Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Hartenstein. Tipped. Fires away from way outside. Payton, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Simmons with the bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Reed sets a screen. Barnes goes in. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, what a big-time athlete. Scotty Barnes sprinting to the cup with effectiveness.
Pass to Anderson. Durant for three. KD splashes the triple.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
They need to rethink their approach defensively. He's shown no signs of stopping.
Robinson, he's checked in for Reed. Ellis is checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Ben Simmons. .146 left to play in the second quarter. Screen by Robinson to the middle. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper. Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, I mean, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Barnes. And stolen by Hartenstein. It's a one-on-one situation. His first shot attempt. They get the rebound. Payton's shot is good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Ellis. Inside, here's Edie. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Dinwiddie against Holiday. Dinwiddie with it. Robinson a screen on Holiday. For 3, Dinwiddie. That one is off. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Los Angeles. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back after this.
30 seconds.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting the tempo.
He is definitely the leader they need him to be, and the production speaks for itself. And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
He's in the mood offensively, carving up the defense like Kenny carves up that tofurkey on Thanksgiving.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that's like tofu and turkey mixed together. I can't lie, I get into that.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Here's Lillard. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Damian Lillard. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Reid a screen on Simmons. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebound by the Lakers. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. For 3, Durant. Tries again. Outside for Butler. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Leonard can't get it to go.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And that one drops.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Durant against Reid. Back to Leonard. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Butler. Durant with it. Picked up by Reid. Durant, the pass to Butler. Butler! He's too much close to the rim.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Lakers, Jimmy Butler. 1 shot.
The free throw is off from Butler.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer, inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for is competitive toughness.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie.
Boy, how about the range from Kevin Durant? Dial it in from another zip code.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen? Show us your best moves. Let's go. You have the camera on you. We have a dancer. Give me dance lessons.
Stewart, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Lakers in second. In third, the Thunder.
And the way both of these squads shot the ball last season was tremendous. Trusting in one another, following their offensive game plan, and executing with confidence.
Leonard on the wing. Butler covering. Leonard looking around. 5 to shoot. Over Butler. Shot by Leonard, no good.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Now here's Reed. He's got 5. Lillard outside. Lillard unfazed by the contact.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Lakers lead by 4. Butler taking his time here. Pass to Durant. Wide open. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian, and it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career, but boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want. Kawhi is known as a low-key guy, but don't let that fool you. He's as competitively tough as they come.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the score by Los Angeles. Back to Lillard. Six to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Puts one up from 19. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And down it goes. 2 points. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Lillard finds Stewart. And here's Leonard. There's the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Butler. Pass to Durant. The 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Six on the shot clock. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 7-point differential. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets the 3-second call. And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. Number 5 is Kawhi Leonard.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Edey's checked in for Los Angeles. The Lakers lead by 7. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Some changes for Los Angeles. Anderson's checked in for Butler, and James is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Oklahoma City on D. Pass to Edey. Doubled by Hartenstein. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Porzingis passes to James. Outside Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, get it inside to a quality score and let this guy do his thing.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Thunder trail by 10. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Scotty Barnes taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Los Angeles leading by 8. James passes to Porzingis. Here's Edey. And no good. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Payton. Now here's Barnes. Stewart, a screen on Hield. Back to Stewart. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. To the inside. Anderson. They shoot again. The rebound by Payton. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Dinwiddie against James. Barnes with a screen on James. Pass to Hartenstein. Rebounded by Hield. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Down low. Porzingis misses. Thunder trail by 8. Right side Barnes. Dinwiddie passes to Stewart. It's Barnes on the wing. Guarded by Hield. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Stewart. And the Lakers also making a change. Ben Simmons is checked in for James. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Hield. And here's Porzingis. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. To the paint. Robinson with a steal. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Damian Lillard's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder trail by 5. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Dinwiddie. And the layup is good off the glass. Dinwiddie's got his first basket.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Outside Simmons. Hield, a screen on Lillard. Out to the wing. They still need this. Porzingis misses. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Lakers ahead, up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Lakers, Jimmy Butler out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Edey in at the center position. Leonard against Butler. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Reed. Lillard outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, inside Lillard is just so scrappy, turning aggressive defense into a foul while shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
It's amazing to come to the arena every night just to see what Lillard's going to do.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Lillard against Simmons. On the wing, Durant. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
The shot by Lillard, no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. To the inside. Here's Reed. Hield comes with a double. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Butler. And Butler inside.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Robinson, a screen on Simmons. And a big finish by Robinson.
Just keeping the game simple. Lillard's patience and acute understanding of pick and rolls comes in handy.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Los Angeles leading by 3. All right, let's get an update on Scotty Barnes. What's the latest, Allie?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Thunder's head athletic trainer. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
Well, and Allie, it appears that he needs some work done before he comes back to this one.
And we all know that if it's something he can play through, he'll be back, no doubt.
Thunder trail by 6. Here's Lillard to the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Second team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Kevin Durant, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Boy, Kevin Durant is one of one, guys. A 7-footer with the complete offensive arsenal. What a privilege to have operated in his era.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Outside Reed. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
Pass to Edey. Back to Durant. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. Leonard just bullies his way in for the score.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players. Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Now Lillard. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. That one won't go. That's his 8th miss out of 15 shots. Pass to Butler. Over Lillard. And there's Butler. That one's good on the assist by Hield. Hield's got his 4th assist in this one. Leonard outside. Simmons against Lillard. Inside. Here's Robinson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Robinson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
Now here's Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Simmons. Over Lillard. Simmons, no good. Thunder trail by 4. Leonard outside. Pass to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Butler against Leonard. Here's Durant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Lillard, and the layup falls. Lillard's got 23.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And the Thunder making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Porzingis is checked in. To the paint. Butler up top. Leonard defending. Butler passes to Porzingis. Now here's Simmons. Clock at 6. Out to Hield for 3. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists in the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. There's a minute 59 left in the final quarter.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Durant against Leonard. Pass to Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
You can tell every time down the floor, Jimmy Butler trying to make a play right there, drawing contact.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
And he's unable to get the second one. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And he comes up with a bucket.
Yeah, you've seen Kawhi evolve as a facilitator over the last several years. Love to see him setting up his teammates.
Simmons against Lillard. Pass to Butler. Oh, Leonard with the block. Into the lane. And that one's good. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Shot clock at 5. Porzingis sets a screen.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Lillard. Lets a floater go. Good D by Simmons. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
This is not the big guy you want to foul. Kristaps Porzingis, an excellent free throw shooter.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Reed to screen on Simmons. Lets it go. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings it within one. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
15 foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. Ben Simmons at the line for two.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
And Porzingis with the block. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for the Lakers, Buddy Hield. 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Kevin, that was a gritty road win. How do you evaluate your performance?
It's a tough place to play. You know, you hear the crowd. They was loud as soon as we stepped on the floor. So, you know, we just tried to play our brand of basketball and just keep growing.
The crowd had nothing on you, though. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sideline. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Detroit Pistons.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Batum, Cade Cunningham out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Green. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback. In some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's McDaniels, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Outside Batum, here's Cunningham. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Maxey. Can't cash in from close range. Outside, Batum. Pass to Cunningham. And here's LaVine. And Gobert kicks to Wiggins. Cunningham on the wing. 4 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Maxey passes to Jokic. Back to Maxey. Now, here's Jokic. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the inside. Another shot. And it's laid in by Maxey.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Green, following the score by Miami. Cunningham against Maxey. Over Cunningham. Bean with the rebound.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by LaVine. Cunningham's got 6 points.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Checking out some numbers for Gobert. Last season, he played outstanding. and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Celtics. 4-point game. Out to the wing. Here's Jokic. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Cunningham against Maxey. Gobert. A shot off that time.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. McDaniels got his second basket of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, to be able to add that move in on the fly, incredible control on display from Cunningham.
Green with a screen on Levine. Here's Powell. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Wiggins. Scoreless thus far. And Gobert kicks to Levine. And it's off from 3-point range. Boston trailing. The amazing Nikola Jokic. Stan, how fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand. Constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. Washington's checked in for Green. And Miami also making a switch. Mobley, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Wiggins against McDaniel. Here's Jokic. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Cunningham dishes it to Levine. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Wiggins. Cunningham's got 10 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Inside. Jokic passes to Maxey. Drills the three-pointer. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
And one of the many ways Maxey could hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Pass to Wiggins. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Wiggins missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And it's Jokic missing. The Heat with the lead. Wiggins surveying the floor. Mobley kicks to Cunningham. Batum screen on Maxey. Cunningham outside. Over Maxey. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Jokic against Wiggins. To the paint. Pass to Washington. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Heat third, fifth on the list, the Celtics.
Yeah, if you want to see how hard these two teams play, just take a look at the points allowed a year ago. I mean, that is impressive.
Pass to Schroeder, to the middle. Here's Beal. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Beal. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Rob. Man with it. Now Beal defending. Pass to Shireman. The screen from Thompson. Shireman, good. And the Celtics lead by 2.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Here's Beal. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
4 seconds left. He gets that one. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics out in front, ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here's man. Nothing on the board. Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Green is out there with Thompson. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Schroeder. 9-point game his last outing. Here's the 3. Green with the rebound. The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Pass to Mann. Green, the screen. Six on the shot clock. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong positions inside.
Massey, the pass to Schroeder, down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Shireman can't hit. The Heat trail by 4. Schroeder outside. Pass to Wilson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Mobley finds Beal. Hits the 3-point bomb. Beal's got 5 points so far.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Here's Shireman, guarded by Levine. From deep, Jokic. No good on the shot. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Here's McDaniels. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
The first one falls for him. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Celtics making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Now here's Levine, following the miss by Jokic. Here's Gobert, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
First free throw is good. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Boston. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Free throw good, Maxey. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Gobert.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Wiggins outside. Here's Cunningham. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists in the game. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Celtics. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. McDaniels finds Maxey. McDaniels up top, covered by Wiggins. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now here's Mobley. Last game he had 10 points. Back to Cunningham. Over Maxey. Cunningham's shot is off.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Washington kicks to Maxey. And he's good on the three ball. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Cunningham. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Powell. Back to Maxey. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Well, that was impressive. There are only a few players in the league who can pull that off.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
All right, fans, give it up for something.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. The Heat in second.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Man with it. Still yet to score. Washington with a screen on Beal. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Yeah, there's Cunningham unselfishly giving up the ball. Great pass.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Maxey. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 1. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Mobley outside. Cunningham left side. Clock at 6. Mobley sets the pick for Beal. Pulls it up. And Mobley throws it down hard.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
They set the pick. It's deflected. They get it back. Blocked again. Cunningham looking it over. Levine passes to Bassie. Had a hand on it, and he stays with it. Mobley with the bounce pass. Here's Cunningham. Rebound Boston. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but They had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Miami ahead. They lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with a check on the NBA Players of the Week. In the West, Kevin Durant.
Seems like we've been saying this forever, but is there a better offensive player than KD at this point? When he's right, I just don't know what you can do to stop this guy.
Well, I don't have to worry about it because I don't have to guard him, but you do.
And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood, Shaq. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kate Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Boston. They trail by 1. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture at the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Batum is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Cunningham in at the 1 spot. Gobert with a screen on Powell. 6 to shoot. Powell against LaVine. That shot off. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Powell. Nice ball movement by Boston. Jokic kicks to McDaniels. Outside, Green. From the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, LaVine may have cut down on his mid-range attempts, but he's still more than capable from that.
Pass to Powell. Back to Maxey. McDaniels against Wiggins. Elbow shot is on the way. Jokic, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
A shot by Batum, no good. Jokic inside. Batum's there. Jokic with the bucket.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Some changes. Wilson, he's checked in for Batum. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Celtics on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world. Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
And Gobert drops them both.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
It's Powell with the drive. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Green. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Miami with the ball. It's a one-point game. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Maxey finds McDaniel. Jokic with his screen on Wiggins. Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by the Heat. Levine feeling it out a bit. They set the pick. Wilson the pass to Schroeder. Back to Wilson. Poked away. Great tee that time from Green.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Green with a screen for Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 12 in the game.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wills that one in off the contact.
Outside Wilson. Pass to Wiggins. Gobert with a screen for Wiggins to the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
McDaniels against Wiggins. To the middle. Wilson kicks to Gobert. Wiggins outside. Gobert with a screen on McDaniels. And it's Wiggins missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Maxey finds Green. Now Powell. Maxey looking it over. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Green. Shoots over Schroeder. And that one's good. Green's got 4 this quarter.
in that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Some changes here for the Heat. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Mobley comes in for Wiggins. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Zach LaVine. Wilson the pass to Schroeder. Six to shoot. Loads it up there for Mobley. Stolen by Washington. Inside. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Massey pulls it in.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And that one, good.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Man passes to Washington. Maxey with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Heat in 5th.
Very reliable. No question. They punish teams for sending them to the free throw line.
Free throw good, Maxey. Celtics making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Batum comes in for Evan Mobley. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Wilson. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Bassie. And stolen by Maxey. And now Maxey pushing it up, and no one back there to stop him.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
24 seconds left to play in the third. Schroeder kicks to Cunningham. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Cunningham's got 16.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now Maxey. Washington with the screen on Cunningham.
just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Boston Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Norman Powell, Washington out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. Mann passes to Powell. There's the pick. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. Miami grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Beal kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Beal. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's the 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Boston making some changes. Green is checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's McDaniels in for Klay Thompson. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Heat. You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
The Heat making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. That one misses.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a 2-possession game.
Batum finds Cunningham. Stolen by McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Powell. Nice D from LaVine. The Heat trail by 5. Back to Cunningham. And that comes off the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got 3 assists now in this one.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Powell inside. Guarded by LaVine. Powell dishes to Green. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
Here's Cunningham. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Cunningham, and rejection by McDaniels.
A swat from McDaniels. With a near 7-foot wingspan, he can cover a lot of ground.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. They kick it out to Green. 3-pointer. Green with the rebound. The Heat trail by 5. Pass to Wiggins. Back to LaVine. Over Jokic. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, if you're going to go in there, you have to want it. LaVine did.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Maxey's checked in for Boston. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Listened in to what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Cunningham. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And it's in there. Cunningham's got 20.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
Back to Maxey. And he banks in the layup. He's got 21.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Maxey against Cunningham. Down low. Here's Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
He's the aggressor there and getting rewarded for it. Love watching Wiggins get inside and draw the call.
That one is off.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
And he's good on the second.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Here's Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 6. On the wing, Levine. Guarded by Powell. Levine passes to Cunningham. And that one, good. 22 points for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Green against Batum. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Celtics. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Levine. Levine's got 4 this quarter. Celtics have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham against Maxey. An easy 2 points on the layup. Maxey's got 15 points here in the second half.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert. A high percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempts.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Maxey kicks to Jokic. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Green. Here's Jokic. A second chance effort. Shoots the three. And Green with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his third assist on the night. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Cunningham. The Heat trail by 5. And here's Levine. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Those are huge points from Levine. Stepping up.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic to the rack. Banked in off the glass. That's now 8 points for Jokic.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 5 assists tonight.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jokic against Gobert.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
At the line for 2, Nikola Jokic.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Powell with the steal. Jokic against Gobert. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Absolutely the guy you go to in this situation. Jokic has no trouble scoring in the clutch.
At the line for the Celtics, Nikola Jokic. At the line, shooting 1.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Levine up top, guarded by Powell. It counts! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, in a situation like this, you go to a proven scorer like Levine every time.
Jokic, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Here's Levine. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Levine. Count it. That's Such a tough finish. Levine with outstanding focus to score through contact.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line, Norman Powell. At the line for 2 shots. We got this, we got this.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2 shots.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Outside, Batum. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is...
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.